I'm Alisha Kandler. I'm a registered clinical counselor in BC. So as a child, I was forced to go to counseling because my parents separated when I was super young, and I today would be my worst nightmare client. Hated it as a child, but not because of what it was. It was more because of why I had to go. As I got older, and even in my kinesiology degree, I loved going to my counselor, and I kind of always made it a little bit of a joke too. Like I'd be like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell my counselor about this one this week. Like she's got to help me unpack this," and so that was always fun for me and hard and good and developmentally supportive, but I've had every range of it. And so I really enjoy starting with clients who are not necessarily ready to hit the ground running yet, but being able to understand that aspect of that journey and meeting them where they're at is so important, and not having any expectation other than getting them ready to feel ready about that. The body fully, it absorbs trauma, it holds trauma. We can take a picture of trauma in a brain, we can see it show up, whether that's manifesting in physical ailments or in emotional ailment or emotional pain, reactionary experiences, so anxiety or panic attacks, which are, I would say, probably more of the reason why people recognize trauma to be, but it can show up in so many ways and it manifests in our physical body everywhere. It's not actually that you're choosing to go put yourself in these situations. It's not that you're choosing a partner who's abusive. It's not that you're choosing a partner who is an alcoholic. It's not that you're choosing these negative things that are happening, but oftentimes you're led down that path because of what you are familiar with and the role that you sort of assumed as a child based off of, your circumstance, which again is unique and most likely complex depending on what's going on back there. And so as you get into those stages and you're trying to get out of that, or you're trying to shift that or create healthy relationships, oftentimes we do have to, look back and say, okay, well, what got you here, so we can support on a needs basis. What did you need in this time? How can we repair and replenish these things that you didn't have back then, and help you shift the framework from you're at fault, you're responsible, you need to do all this, that, and the other thing, to you are worthy, and you are worthy regardless. You are not responsible for other people's happiness or their problems or their emotional state or their context of life. So the first thing that I say to clients in reading even the consent form is, this is a super vulnerable experience, and thank you for trusting me to not necessarily even get started on this journey with you, but to sit down and to begin cultivating whether we are a good fit for each other. And in doing that, you're still going to have to share a little bit of why you're here. And so even the fact that you're sharing that information with me is an honor. It is an honor for me to walk alongside you and to help you in whatever way that looks, whether that's providing the tools or the support or just being your sounding board, or literally guiding you through the scary depths of processing for some people or the exciting depths of processing for other people, or at various steps of the journey.